The Prime Minister faced a grilling from MPs less than an hour after three Tories sensationally resigned to join a breakaway Labour group. Remainers Anna Soubry, Sarah Wollaston and Heidi Allen announced they were teaming up with 8 pro-EU Labour ministers who quit Jeremy Corbyn's party earlier this week to form the independent group. Writing to the Prime Minister, the 3 MPs blamed Brexit for the decision. They said, "We no longer feel we can remain in the party of a government whose policies and priorities are so firmly in the grip of the ERG and DUP. Brexit has redefined the Conservative Party, undoing all the efforts to modernise it. There has been a dismal failure to stand up to the hardline ERG, which operates openly as a party within a party, with its own leader, whip and policy." Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn are going head-to-head in PMQs. Image Getty. The final straw for us has been this government's disastrous handling of Brexit, but Mr Corbyn chose to avoid the issue after 8 of his MPs quit earlier this week. See below for live updates. 12:35 PM update. Chuka Umunna brands PMQs just awful. Chuka Umunna, who was one of 8 Labour MPs
who left the party this week, has called for PMQs to be scrapped. Tweeting from the Commons, he said,
"Is just so awful. Everything people hate about UK politics. Abolish the thing and put something different in its place. Extend Article 50. Mr Brake said, "History will judge us all and those in positions of authority will be particularly harshly judged. People who have divided the parties. Will the Prime Minister rule out no deal and extend Article 50 to enable people to vote on what is the will of the people?" The Prime Minister repeated that MPs must back her deal to prevent a no-deal Brexit. Heidi Allen, Anna Soubry and Sarah Wollaston have resigned from the Conservative Party. Image PA 1220. Mrs May avoids question on date for Brexit deal. Voteth SNPC in Blackford ask the Prime Minister when the Commons will vote on her Brexit deal, claiming she was bringing the UK economy to its knees. Mrs May dodged the question, saying the deal would be brought to the House when it is right to do so. 12:15 PM. PM accuses Mr Corbyn of frustrating Brexit deal. Mr Corbyn told the Prime Minister to stop playing games and rule out a no-deal Brexit. Mrs May hit back at the Labour leader over his unclear Brexit policy, and the Prime Minister said that, at every stage, Mr Corbyn had acted to frustrate a deal and make no deal more likely. She added, "What do we see from his Labour Party? Hamas and Hezbollah friends, Israel and the United States enemies. Hatton a hero, Churchill a villain, Attlee and Bevin would be spinning in the grave. That's what Mr Corbyn has done to a once proud Labour Party. We will never let him do it to our country." Mrs May is under high pressure after 3 Tory MPs resigned this morning. Image Getty. 12:10 PM update. Labour leader slams PM's negotiating tactics. Mr Corbyn asked the Prime Minister what she will be proposing during her visit to Brussels later today. Mrs May said, "The issue that I'm taking to Brussels is the one that I've been talking to EU leaders about over the last few days, and that is the concern that was expressed in this House of ensuring that we could not find ourselves in the current backstop indefinitely." 12:07 PM update. PM condemns Labour anti-Semitism. Chrisistry MP Theresa asked Mrs May if she would join her in urging Labour to rid the party of anti-Semitism once and for all. Mrs May replied, "I never thought I would see the day when a once proud Labour Party would be accused of anti-Semitism by a member of the party. It is racism and we should act against it." Mr Corbyn later added that anti-Semitism has no place in the Labour Party or society. He said, "My own party takes the strongest action to deal with it wherever it rears its head." Mr Corbyn urged the Prime Minister to rule out a no-deal Brexit. Image Getty. 12:05 PM update. Mrs May warned to stop playing Russian roulette over Brexit. Stephen Doughty demanded the Prime Minister stop playing Russian roulette and rule out a no-deal Brexit. Mrs May replied that there are 2 ways to avoid a no-deal scenario: remain in the EU, which would betray the referendum result, or agree a deal. She added that she is working with Brussels to resolve the backstop issue to win support for her withdrawal agreement.